Well, good morning, my fellow Zenites. Did you check your Pzen wallet balance this morning with your coffee? A very zingy Italian roast this morning. And, it's really interesting the developments that are going on from FTX. The SEC has come out and said that they are going to pursue celebrities who promoted FTX. And I agree with them. I think there should be consequences of what people say online. I mean, look at what happened to our community with the FUD that was kicked around at the beginning of this project. There has to be consequences of what you say online. But despite all that, if you look at the chart that I posted this morning, follow the money. That is the key thing in this business. And you'll see that Pzen holders are doing pretty good in this incredible bear market, and even with the fallout of the collapse of the FTX exchange. And for those of you who don't know what Pzen protocol is, I'll explain it very briefly. We are living in a rotten system. A system which keeps the rich rich and the poor poor. There has to be an alternative, and there is. There is a new economy that you can be part of and grow. That is Pzen. It is the ultimate decentralized finance product. There are no middlemen. You choose to run the code, and your actions produce the code results. And the results of the code are this. Pzen is the ultimate feel-good coin. The reason is that for every transaction that occurs on the blockchain, whether it's a buy or a sell or a transfer to another wallet, a 2% pay it forward deduction occurs automatically via the code, and that goes into a pool. And from that pool, all holders of Pzen in their wallets get their share proportionally depending on the percentage of the total supply that they own at that time. But the real secret is you get compounding rewards after every transaction, not every year, not every month, not every week, not every day, hour, after every single transaction. And here is how that works. Let's say that you own 1 million Pzen. Transaction occurs and you get, say, 250 Pzen. So you've now got 1,250,000 Pzen. The very next transaction, because you now own a larger percentage of the total supply, you get even more of the pool in the very next transaction. But there's more, as they say. Your percentage actually went up again because of the burn function. You see, Pzen is deflationary. We have code that actually burns tokens after every transaction. A certain percentage is taken and it's thrown away and never to be seen again, which reduces the supply over time. And of course, if demand stays the same and the supply is decreasing, the end result is, you guessed it, price goes up. But we don't really care about the price too much these days because it doesn't matter whether the price is up or down. Every transaction results in you getting more Pzen. And of course, I've said it's the ultimate feel-good coin, and there is another function built into Pzen, and that is the charity wallet. Now, the charity wallet occurs because we have in the code, once again, that you choose to interact with, a deduction that is taking coins and put it into a charity wallet. That charity wallet is going to redistribute that to a charity or two at the end of the year. There will be a bit of a voting system via a DAO, but the ultimate decision will be, of course, the community. So, what else has happened in the news today that's affecting us? Well, the Fed's Barr came out yesterday and warned that the US economy is going to take a hit. And what he meant by that was it's going to be bad. The forecast for unemployment, I think the unemployment rate is around 3.6 or 7% at the moment. He said that the inflation rate would be going up to at least 4.5%. And if you take any of the Fed's forecasts, and look at them, you can see that that is a pretty optimistic forecast. We could see very high unemployment next year. The other fallout of this interest rate policy is, of course, people cannot afford mortgages anymore. And the latest forecasts are predicting that house prices across the United States could fall by as much as 20% next year. But on a positive note, we do have a new member of the government. I think it's, what's his name? Tom Emmer. I don't know him, but he is a very optimistic proponent of digital assets, and he has been promoted to the position of whip. So that can only be good for us in the crypto community going forward. So I'm off to the mainland again in a minute, and I will be taking a short break. Back with you on Saturday for the Pzen giveaway via the Pulsinator machine. 3 names get picked out of the Pulsinator machine, and a certain amount of Pulsen will be given away. You can register at pulsen.xyz. If you have any questions, do put them in the comments below this video, or join us live on any Twitter Spaces or even in the Telegram group. Occasionally we can open up live chat within there. I think most people are able to do that. You just click on the icon at the top of the Telegram group, and it gives the option to click on video chat, which you just do. So I would say Slanjivar. I thank you so much for joining me this morning, and for my replay watchers, very good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you, as I know a lot of you aren't awake at this time in the morning. So, are there any burning questions for the next 60 seconds? Crypto Trucker is saying hard time getting into the group. Not quite sure why that would be happening. Don't forget, you can't post a link. The first post that you post, you cannot do links. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you very much for your support. Pulse Zen. The real secret is it's your coin. You choose to interact with it. The code runs all by itself. There is no middleman. It is pure DeFi. It is pure trustless compounding rewards. Have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you soon.